right away, they'll just join in, you know?
They know what it is.
Yeah.
How could they not?
What was that? All right. Okay, we're good on Facebook, live on Facebook right now, so that's great. Cool.
Hello, world.
Hello, world.
Hello, Zuckerberg. How are you?
Does he watch your stuff? You shit? It's tuning in.
That'd be funny.
Zuckerberg.
It's a little fresh.
Maybe we should hit him up and be like, hey, you want to listen to an album, dude?
Nah.
It's quick. It's an hour. He's got an hour.
Right, yeah.
It runs
I
itself.
feel like Zuckerberg has tons of hours. He not doing shit.
Runs itself.
The posts they just like themselves these days.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan said that you guys have an echo. Hold on.
Is
Oh,
it me?
because I have Skype on as well. I need to take that off. All right, Dan, let us know if they still have an echo or not, because they shouldn't, because I turned Skype down.
Hope not.
Yeah, should just be you guys.
Dan, your letter's in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
I wrote him a letter.
Oh, you did. You did one to him too. That's cool.
Yeah, I have to take a break because I started getting carpal tunnel from like writing all the letters because I haven't written in like 10 years.
Wow.
So I'm like, and when I find like it's free form writing, so I just like start going in, and then I'm like, dang, and like after a while, my wrist isn't doing what I want it to do, so I have to like take a couple days off.
Yeah.
I'm picking out the letters.
Man, that's impressive. You know, I haven't written anything in
It's really
a
fun.
long time.
It's super fun, and it's like because I basically like on Instagram, like I wanted to like start using the mail because they're hurting, and I was like, well, shit, it's best idea to like start sending letters to friends. And then, but I got hit with like 6 off the jump, was like 6 letters, and I was like, all right, and it was with very special people. So I found myself just like free form. I thought about writing them out and then transferring it, and I was like, that's not writing a letter. Let's go and just kind of just stream of thought. And then I find myself like turning a page and writing again. Then you fold it up and mail it, and then like a couple days later, I'm not exactly sure what I wrote, and I can't look at it, and it's like, well, I guess that's it. That's what old school writing a letter. Like I can't go like, what did I say? And I don't know, and it's just you send it out. That's the only copy, and I never take a photo of it or anything because I don't want to remember. It's just like free form experiences that I've had with people, and then that's it.
That's nice. That's cool.
It's really fun.
What a nice thing to do during this time,
It's like I didn't know writing a letter to be so fun, but
yeah.
Who knew?
Remember the like pen pal things that we like? I don't know if you guys did this in elementary school, but we'd either like write to like people in like nursing homes or like veterans or like random kids that live in different countries or something like that. Yeah. That could like speak English because in other countries they learn English and we don't learn
they never had us
do that
here in elementary school. They never had us do the pen pal thing.
Oh yeah. All right, so we have some viewers now trickling in. So let's start off introducing our guest here. So welcome to the album review live stream. Our guest this evening is Andrew Miller. Nice work. That was good timing. Andrew Miller from We the Committee, correct? Is that how you say it all? And yeah.
Well, it's really just the committee, but then the website's that We the Committee.
Okay, cool. That's great. And do you want to explain to us what the committee is?
The committee is just a name that I go under for creating visuals. I created because I wanted to have a collaborative spirit where I kind of approach every project as like it's a committee of people that make it happen. Yeah. So whether it's 3 people making a video or a project, that's what it is. There's 3 of us, or there's 10 of us. It's like whatever that project is, we are the committee, and this is what we're doing.
Awesome. So what kind of like visual products and like projects and stuff have you made recently with this name?
Recently, Tiny Jag, Twin Flame video, which is really fun. She was really fantastic
Yeah.
with.
It was fire.
You know, it's like we did it like in a day, you know, and it was strange because we wanted to have like a certain feel for the video, and we needed a certain space that we were looking for. So there was a lot of Airbnbs that we were trying to get, and none they wouldn't because of COVID. So
right.
we finally got my friend Angela to let us occupy her place in Hamtramck for a day, and we're kind of like this is it. This is what we got to do. And she's got like kind of a shotgun apartment where I knew there was a lot of space, and the kitchen that was open.
Right.
And we were trying going for like a Pam Grier 70s type of vibe.
Cool.
And so we needed like space and be able to zoom, you know, and so we were just like, well, this is what it's got to be. So
that's dope.
She let us in, and so that was really fun.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff like, you know, out of nowhere, we're just like, all right, we kind of went in with a soft plan. We had some visual cues of what we wanted to do. And then, you know, just kind of went in there and just like figured it out. Like I didn't have a first shot. We had certain scenes that we wanted to, but there was no shot list or anything like that. It's just kind of, you know, we're just going to figure it out. There's a group of 5 or 6 of us with hair and makeup and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And, yeah, it was really, it was fun. It was a blast.
So that's do you mostly just do like music videos and stuff, or is the committee like, you know, doing any other sort of like visual projects?
Yeah, I've worked with Cranbrook Art Museum and Kresge Arts in Detroit for their Kresge their series of the, I guess, Kresge Arts in Detroit, the awards, the awardees that they, for the fellowship, I guess they gave out. I did that in 2019. I think 2018. It's hard to remember exactly when.
Yeah.
His life is moving very fast. But and there's some other things in the works that I'm like trying to pitch and sell, do other things. But music videos are like the fun stuff to kind of keep it going.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yo, I do peep the Jackie Brown, the Foxy Brown vibes with that video with the twin plane. That's dope. What made you start though? Like what made that be like your calling? You know, like the whole video, the visuals and everything. What made you get into that art form?
I kind of fell into it. I went to Northern Michigan University out of high school for a year and realized that it was just like high school 2.0.
Right.
I was awful. I don't know how they let me in. My dad went there, so I think that's how I got into it. But then they're like, well, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know. What are you talking? What
you tell me."
And like about halfway through, they I for some reason, and it's a longer story, but like it was like this epiphany, and like I think it was the 2001 Academy Awards, and Tom Cruise came out. Tom Cruise came out. It was after 9/11, and he gave this monologue about how movies are important and why imagination is important, why we need to keep creating. And I remember watching it on the floor, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's what I want to do! Like I want to do that."
Cool.
So then I was like, "All right, that's the courses I want to take in college." You know, so I went to a guidance counselor, and they're like, "Oh, this is really great. You like this is you know what you want to do." And then they're like, okay, so he like started on his computer. He's like, all right, so next year you're gonna, you know, handle the English and math credits, and in your junior year you're gonna start intro to television. And I was like, junior year, like, why want to do it now?
Right.
So that's not the thing. So then I went to Specs Howard.
Hey, me too.
And for the first time in my life, I was really good at school. And I loved it, and I had like perfect attendance because it was like, man, I didn't know school could be like this. It was really wonderful. And so then after that, we went into like the radio and TV program, and then navigated to TV, and then we went through nonlinear editing, and I was like, this is it. So I started editing stuff, and then got a job working with ad agency doing mostly car stuff for Ford. And then realized like I just don't want to cut cars, you know, I want to do my own thing. So I got a camera, and then just kind of, you know, slowly started doing things and building up and shooting. And it's strangely the same the sets that we're on that we do like Tiny Jag is very, very similar to like 10 years ago when I was making a short film with my friends. It's like pretty much the same amount of people, not a lot of stuff. You know, I got some lights now, you know what I mean? But it's like, this is just like how it's like always going to be kind of nitty gritty. Like, this is what we do. It's great.
Yeah.
True. I feel like that's what makes it more creative though sometimes too. When you have like not a lot, you know, like that's why like I love low budget movies too. Like since you were talking about movies, it's like they use the bare minimum, it feels like, and they have to be creative opposed to like a huge $1 million video shoot or photo shoot where it's still creative, but you got so much to work with, you can pretty much say kind of do whatever, like let's make everything orange because we can, you know, like
it's creative on top of creative because you have to come up with it, but then you have to figure out a way to get that.
So you have to get you got to get the $1 million result with like
you have to do it fast.
$50, like
figure it out, and we're like, all right, well the sun's going down, like, well we can't, like we don't have any other hands, no lights, so like this is what we got.
Yeah.
You know, like do this now and do it quick.
Yeah.
You know, and there's
who does that?
Through sound, it's like this is it. This is what we have. So we need to move fast and just keep it going. Moving at the speed of thought and just like this is it. And then after a while, you kind of get used to doing that. And then like it's like very uncomfortable to go into that, but then it's super comfortable being in there, and I love it.
Right.
And then after, it's always like, holy shit, how the hell we do that? Wow, that worked out. Man, it worked out.
You know who does that? I just thought about it. Is even though he's fucking insane, Quentin Tarantino, which is of course a film genius.
What has he done?
I don't know.
What is
a terrible person in real life. Quentin Tarantino with the buffs on. No, like he still does low like budgety stuff on his shoots to make it better. Like in The Hateful Eight, he put lights in the snow to brighten the snow. That's why it was so vivid, like when he shot it, instead of like CGIing the shit up. You know what I mean? He was like, no, we need it natural.
Yeah, and he wants it's like, and he has snow, but like I bet you if he wants snow, it's not fake snow, it's real snow.
Real snow. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, I want it to glisten like real snow, make real snow happen.
Right.
True.
You know? He's not gonna have. They're not like mopping up the thing and loading it into like we only have a certain amount of snow. It's like no, cut ice and shave it, and I want it to come down that way in this direction.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like he's so crazy. He'll make people on set like go to like up the mountain and come back down with snow and shit.
You know what he does on set though that I just recently found out? I was watching behind the scenes of the making of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah. And every now and then when things are getting stressful, he's like, he makes everyone say it. He's like, all right, we're going to do it again. And why? And when he says that, everyone on the set has to say, because we love making movies.
Oh, man.
And so oftentimes he'll have people like, and why are we doing it? And then everyone has to yell, like in camaraderie, because we love making
Thanks,
movies.
Coach.
My goodness.
Coach Tarantino.
He can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
I'm going to try it on the next one. Like, and why are we doing this? And everyone's going to be like, why are you yelling?
They were like, what?
You don't know the answer?
Why are you yelling?
And why are you yelling?
Like, why are you yelling?
That's so funny. Oh, man.
Dude, look it up. He makes him say it. He's been doing it for years.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. So I have to say, when I like got into the Detroit music scene, like I'm 27 now, right? And so like, I don't know, I didn't really start my like band or whatever until I was like, I don't know, it was till 2014. And so when I started like actually going into the scene was like 2011, 2012 when I moved here to Detroit. I'm originally from West Michigan, and really like how I started listening to a lot of Detroit music was like through like music videos that you had made or you'd been a part of. And
really?
I didn't know who you were, like it was just kind of like this thing where I think I kind of got on like this YouTube trail of like these, things that you made. And then I knew all of like these Detroit musicians kind of thing, and, it's also, has to do with like people like I knew before, like, like James Link or so, he was like one of the first people I like knew when I like moved here. So, it, it was just, so when I like look back at like what you've done and like how much it inspired me to like get into like making music and stuff, and I it's just cool to like be able to like just talk to you and like be able to be like have a conversation and interview you, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's sweet.
The pleasure is mine.
It's an
I know,
honor,
and I know we've been chatting, but like we got to get one.
Yeah, we should do that.
We got to get one.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
This is where it started.
We do it. We got to get one.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. So before the committee, remind me like again what like a lot like I'm thinking of like when you made like music videos before like the committee stuff. What was it called?
It was the Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers. That's right.
Yep. And Jamin Townsley made a bunch of videos.
Yeah, bunch of stuff. And like, so obviously all of those videos are still like online and stuff. And I know you have like a website for the committee. Do you still have a
collection of everything like I've done now?
Oh, okay. Is it all on that website?
To this point, yeah. Like a lot of that stuff's on there. And then I had a website, kind of a series that I had for a while called the Detroit Journal, which is like a documentary series.
Oh, cool.
Because it was right around like 2010, 2011. And I started seeing a bunch of documentaries about like Detroit popping up. It was after the Johnny Knoxville thing with the boots.
Oh, yeah. The Palladium boots.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like on after that. And everyone was doing it. And I was like, well, shit, it's all about this new stuff. And I was like, man, there's a lot of like good stories in here about people, these like legends that I know. Light Show Bob, for one.
Right.
I don't know if you guys even know Light Show Bob.
I know who Light Show Bob is.
I know. He's such a character. And I was like, man, there's so many different things. I was like, let me just, just to try to start get something going. So I started that. And that was fun, just to like mess around and try to, meeting people and then that turned into like a wonderful relationship with him. Like I still know him to this day. He's like such a great person. And, he's been in video, like the Passalaqua Benjamin video, the first video I ever made. It's like a house party video, and the big party scene, like his light set up. He came in and set up his lights, and he's like in there playing. He plays on a light guitar. For people who don't know Light Show Bob, look him up. There's a film I made called The Legend of Light Show Bob.
Oh, cool.
And that's on the site. And you get to because he's like genuinely just loves lighting and like doing like.
I do know Light Show Bob.
And he invented this thing called the Lightar, and he always talked about patented. I think he's on number 4 now.
Yeah.
But for that setup, it was at my house because like no locations. It was my first music video, so we just had a party, and then we had Light Show come in and set up, and then we ended up going late, and so he's like, "Is it cool if I leave it here?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then so then for a couple of days, so I was like able to like fuck around with it and play it. Which is so fun. So I got used to it. You know what I mean? I was like playing it, and then I would hang out with them a lot. And then Passalaqua broke up for a while, or they went away. They didn't break up, but they went away for like a couple of years. It was it seemed like a couple of years. It might have been a year and a half or something, where they didn't have projects coming out, and there was a house party at a place called Penthouse. And that was down in Eastern Market. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Eddie Logix lived there, Doc Waffles.
Yeah, okay.
I think Blink lived there for a lot of people rolled through.
Wow, that is a deep cut of a place you just named.
So Passalaqua hadn't played in a long time, and I've done multiple videos for Passalaqua, and so the rumor was that Brent Blacksmith was going to come back. He was going to be at that party, and Passalaqua might play.
Yeah.
And so then I saw Brent and I was like, oh my God, like, are you guys going to play? And he's like, yeah, we might do a couple songs.
Cool.
It's like, holy shit, I was so excited to see him. And so then I was off to the side. I was watching Light Show and I was like, this is so cool that all these worlds are colliding again.
Yeah.
And then Light Show like looked at me and he's like, come here. And I came over, he's like, hey, why don't, because I had a camera, I was taking photos. He's like, why don't you put that camera down and pick up this light guitar? And I was like, oh. And so like, and Pasalaco was playing. It was like, oh my, and I knew what to do. And it was just like, this is why you do it. You know, like this is why you shoot stuff. You know what I mean? I get to play like this party with my friends and I get to play the light guitar. It was just like, it was like too much, you know?
Oh yeah, that's great. Val in the chat said, and this is Val from the band My Pal Val. I don't know if you're familiar, but she said, Light Show Bob, he ran lights for my Pal Val show at Dally, and then she said he gets down on stage, and then Krista said, Seven Whales, what's in that mason jar? She wants to know what you're drinking.
I was going to answer her too. This is
plug the tea, dude.
Assortment of tea, a little bit of honey, a lemon, and a dash of Hennessy because I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Is it mango Hennessy?
You know, no, I got some in the fridge though. That's...
But yeah, back to this Light Show Bob story.
Yeah.
What was it like playing that light tar or whatever, like keytar lights?
It's so sick. It's just like it feels like a guitar, but it has just buttons.
Yeah.
But like there's 6 up top, and they kind of control like the blinking lights. So if you touch them on and off, it'll blink on and off, you know. So you can hit the colored lights on top. But then he's got buttons down below that like cue the disco ball, cue other big lights. So you can kind of like soloing basically on the lightar. And Light Show's style is kind of like an all-out flicker. Like he's got a certain style to him, but like I found like knowing what songs are coming, you can turn on and off certain.
Yeah, so you're like doing it in like rhythm with the songs and stuff.
Yeah,
and like
I know what's coming, so I can like turn on like cut them all, you know, cut it back on, you know. And he's got this wired system, and it takes him like 5 hours to set it all up, and it's like a truck full of stuff.
Yeah.
Where now technology is surpassed, where like no one would ever do that because this is like local shows that he's doing. This isn't like, but it's like the amount of time it takes up to set it like Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's got a truck full of stuff, and he can only do it for like Kelly's. You know what I mean? Kelly's.
Shout out to Kelly's.
Feel like Joe Louis Arena, you know. And his thing is like he's got to be on stage.
Right.
So there was one, and he told me a story one time. Like he was going for this band, opening band asked him or something like that, and I forget where it was, somewhere on the east side. And it was many years ago, and he said that this guy came with the lead singer was like, "Hey man, we don't want you on stage. Can you play off to the side?" He's like, "No, I got to be on stage. Like that's my thing." I'm like, "This is my time. It took a long time to set up. I got to be on stage." And he's like, "We don't want you on stage." And he's like, he just took it off and like put the house lights up and just set it back and just watched. Like, I'm on stage or I'm gone.
Oh wow, yeah. See?
Yo, I mean,
like,
let him on stage. You feel me? Like, why not? Why not?
Set all this up. Like, it's just like, let him do his thing. It's beautiful. He's gonna make you look amazing.
Yeah, it's Light Show
like
Bob.
You have to let him up there. Just like, come on, fam. Like.
It's Light Show Bob.
Oh yeah, you gotta let him. Yeah.
You gotta tell him no. Like, of course you want him up there.
He's hilarious, and he's awesome, and he still does Dally too. Like when last year I saw him at Dally, he has like I don't know, it's not the Forest stage. I forget what stage it is, but he not
stage.
only sets up.
He was at Dally.
He also MCs it, so you can hear walk around it.
Yeah.
And he's just like a screamer, you know what I mean? If it's still chill, he will not play to the crowd. He's like all in.
Yeah,
so you're like, Dally, like echoing through, like, oh, Light Show's
He's there. Val said, "I would never not want Bob on stage. Seriously, what a great guy."
He's amazing.
He's
like a really, really awesome person. Yeah, I highly encourage it's called The Legend of Light Show Bob.
Oh man,
and it's about minutes or something.
That's what I'm doing tonight, man.
But it like, you know, he was honest about it, and when I finally showed it, because everyone like a lot of people like, and still it's just kind of goofy. Like, what are you doing with the lights? And like, they don't really understand that. Like, dude, who cares? What are you doing all this for? But like, when he breaks it down, man, like I cannot see if you watch that all the way through and you don't like even at least respect what he does, you don't have a heart.
Right.
You have a soul, and you need to check yourself because it's strange.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he's just like a really, really great dude.
Yeah. How could you not want it, and how could you not love it? You know, it's lights.
Yeah.
You know? That's awesome.
Yeah, he's such a great dude.
Yeah.
Smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah.
My type of dude.
I believe it. I believe it.
He's got a briefcase. Always got a briefcase. And if he opens that thing up, just be careful.
Is he going like wireless now with all of this tech update stuff?
Be careful.
Is he going like wireless now with all of like this technology update stuff?
No.
You know, he's still old school.
All wires.
Yeah.
He has some lights that he's had since like the early '90s that just never burnt out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he only uses them like a second at a time, and like he's got original rigs that are like still haven't burnt out.
Wow. That means he's magical.
Wow.
If it hasn't burnt out by now, it's magic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's really awesome, and he runs with a crew, man. Like he's got a ragtag crew.
But how would you not want to run
like
with
names,
you know what I'm saying?
They're like they don't have actual names. They're like one guy's called Damn It Man.
Right.
And like Damn It, this older guy who's there, and they call him Damn It Man because he always says like, "Damn it, man, what are we doing?" Or else they're like, "Hey, damn it, man, you want to hit this?" And I go, "Damn it, man, give me that." But he says, "Works."
I love that.
Yeah, he's just great. Like, it's so fun. It's just such a great.
Krista said Bluetooth lights are def a thing. It's like, yeah, I got some in this house actually. But Les Bob is old. Like you
can control it with your phone. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what's strange. Like I would like to maybe catch up with him again and like see what he feels about all that.
See what I have going on over here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You've been holding this whole time.
Yeah, keep that going, dude. What's going on?
What the hell, dude?
That's funny. So what projects you got coming up here that you can reveal that are in the works that aren't a secret?
I can't. Secrets? I mean, the one thing is like it's a music video, I'll say, and it's going to be a surprise. It should be happening mid-September, and it's her first video, and that's what I'll say. And it's very special. It's a very special video. It means a lot to me, and means a lot to her, and it's like a very, very special collaboration, and it's her first music video.
That's great.
We can't wait then.
I can't wait.
It might be like the best thing I've ever done, and the most favorite video I've ever done.
Oh, that's great.
It usually is the last one that I've done. You know what I mean? It's a very, very special. There's a lot going on in this next one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I'm gonna look
up. I have a question.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna look up your website really quick, but go ahead and.
I'll look it up for sure. So you collaborate with so many different people, and that's sort of what the name generated from too, because there's many different collaborations. So when it comes to listening to music, what do you find yourself leaning more towards? Just personally listening.
I don't really go genre. More like feeling. I usually I got Spotify account, and then I'll go through. Like I ride my bike a lot. I don't have a car right now. I sold my cars before I went to Los Angeles, so I ride a lot. Like in LA, I ride a lot, and then I go down to Florida sometimes. I ride all the time, so I always got earbuds in the ear, and so I'll make playlists based on like usually about a month long. And then I'll change it over and I'll go another month, and I name them by the month. So I can always go back to think what I was feeling in my life and where I was. And oftentimes Spotify will let me kind of suggest things for me. I just found this dude, Tone Ranger. You guys know about Tone Ranger? This dude is so sick. Like I love film scores is like my favorite. I'll often listen to film scores and ride around because they're meant to make you feel something. And so if you're already in a beautiful position, or like you're riding and there's a sunset and you have a beautiful film score, it's just you're in your own movie. You know, it's just very inspirational and wonderful. But this dude he's got this van, and he's in Southwest area, like New Mexico, and he'll ride around and set up. He's got like recording capabilities, so he'll live stream him recording songs, and he's got like, it's kind of like EDM, soft EDM, but then he adds a slide guitar.
Ooh.
And like tiny whistles and stuff.
Yeah.
And this dude, he's got a song called Cigarro, I believe it's Cigarro, and that's like, I went through Spotify, had like your repeat playlist or something. I was #1.
Yeah.
Because that song is just like, it's like this cool little groove, and then he comes in with the slide guitar over dance music, and I was like, why isn't this yet?
Yeah.
Like, why have I not heard this before?
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like the new thing. I was just onto his stuff and like going through and like, and then that leads me into other things. He works with a lot of like native artists and just kind of, you start going down like rabbit hole of like, yes, wow, here we go.
Yeah.
Now you're on a kick,
That's cool.
So I kind of go through grooves like that. Like I'll find something and go on and that's how. So I don't really seek out a lot of music. I think a lot of music comes naturally to me.
Yeah.
No.
What was that guy's name again?
Tone Ranger.
I just found him, and I'm gonna listen to it later too.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
His Instagram's sick. Like his aesthetics are great. He always has visuals like of a sunset, and he's recording music. And it's just like, sometimes it's like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Why do you get to do this? What are you doing?
Funny.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then there's a singer, Lucette, out of Canada. She has like this really beautiful voice, writes really gorgeous country songs. I've listened to her a lot.
Cool.
Kind of more just like, really, if you want to just like feel some stuff, you know what I mean? Beautiful songwriter, piano driven. Sturgill Simpson produced her last album. And it's one of those albums, like, I cannot believe that it's not like she's not playing at the Grammys, She's like, has this incredible voice, incredible songs.
Yeah.
And so I've been like trying to like before COVID, I was like, what up? Like, let's do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm by the desert, like, we need to make a desert video.
Right.
It calls for it.
Can I tell you something? I put cactuses in your like little like promo like flyer thing that I made because I just get like this kind of Western like vibe from you a little bit. Like, so I thought cactuses were appropriate.
That's something I've had in like 4 or 5 years probably.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just get like, I don't know, Western vibe, like.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Heavy cacti vibes.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Yeah. I was gonna ask a question. Now I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, like you talked about like listening to movie scores and like how it automatically like has emotion when you listen to it because it's kind of meant for that, right? Or like meant to emote like a visual thing like a movie or whatever. When you listen to music, is that kind of like something you like look for as well? Like, do you envision yourself making these like visual things for these songs that you listen to sometimes?
It draws up imagery for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I get. I think I'm much more of like a feeling of a song rather than lyrical.
Right.
Sometimes lyrics pop in and out when they say a certain thing, but I'm not a lyrical person. Like, I don't remember a lot of lyrics to favorite songs,
Same.
I just never have.
Yeah.
Like, I know like 3 songs that I could sing in karaoke, We're like, what's your karaoke songs? Like, there's 3 and that's it.
Yeah. I feel
so
that.
like, it's definitely a feeling, and then it's just I don't know, it's not necessarily like I would do something for that, but it influences me where like it's good to listen to it, and it feels like it gets you thinking. Even if I'm thinking about my life or I'm thinking about something that I want to do, it just like adds to it and creates like just a beautiful feeling because it's made to make you feel something for the movie. But if you're not watching the movie and you're by yourself, or if you're riding a bike through whatever, downtown Los Angeles and the sun setting or like where the sun's coming up, it's like it's just beautiful. It just creates then you're just living your own your own scene, and so I don't, and sometimes it gets inspiration for certain songs, like some things I'll like. For Jag, I listen to certain albums, to kind of think about, just to get you out of thinking about this, what's possible, what I have now, and like, all right, what could be possible? Just really start thinking.
Yeah.
And just like opens it up to a lot of things.
Yeah, so, that's cool. Yeah.
Valerie asked, favorite show that had visuals, lights that were just as memorable as the music.
You asking me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So favorite show that had visuals / lights that were just as memorable as the music.
So the visuals were just as memorable as like
like a television show.
Yeah. Favorite show.
I guess so.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of shows. But I'll say for as far as like soundtracks, let's say, I can talk on that. I would say Pitch Perfect, one of the most beautiful soundtracks, is when John Barry uncorked Dances with Wolves soundtrack.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, wow. That's cool.
Chef's Kiss all fucking day.
That's sweet. I used to love Dances with Wolves.
Wonderful. If you're ever driving anywhere, even up north, or if you're driving anywhere in open plains, whatever. Next time you're driving in open plains.
yeah.
Next time you're driving across the country, you got it. But it's there's a John Dunbar theme. John Dunbar is Kevin Costner's character in the film, and it is so beautiful.
Oh, cool.
Even if you're sitting at your house, if you're feeling sad, throw on the John Dunbar theme and try to not feel that life is going to be okay. Sadness is beautiful, and it's what you need in order to feel wonderful again.
Yeah.
It is incredible. It's absolutely Pitch Perfect, start to finish.
Oh, cool.
John Barry's classic.
Awesome.
That's one of my favorite records. And I have a huge vinyl collection of soundtracks.
Ooh.
And I used to play them. We used to play me and my buddy Steven Schmidt. Steven Schmidt, he's a chef, and he would we did this thing called Spaghetti Western.
Yeah.
At Bumbo in Hamtramck. Did you ever go to a Spaghetti Western?
I never went. No, I never did it, but I've heard about it.
Dude, he was telling me, he's like, one night we were at Bumbo's, and he's like, I want to do these pop-ups, man. I'm going to call them Spaghetti Western. I was like, what? It's like, do you know how I feel about Westerns? Like, do you know how I feel about soundtracks? He's like, what are you talking about? And it's like, I'm playing the music.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in turntables. I think I bought turntables. Me and my buddy Clancy, and then one time Brian Lackner for the second one. It's like played soundtracks, because I was down in New Orleans one time, and I forget why I was down there. I think I was on a vacation or something, and Ryan Spencer of Jamaica Queens was down there. Mm-hmm. And he said, we're going to go to this thing, this like horror movie night where they play vinyls of horror movie soundtracks. It's like 4 or 5 years ago. And we went, and it was like a very chill atmosphere. But these guys were playing like these like very, very unique horror movie soundtracks, all on vinyl. And you could see like how the mood changed if the song was a little bit more something's about to happen. People would move in close and get kind of quiet, and if it was more like kind of groove, they would kind of kick back, and then they're chilling again. And so I was like, this is really interesting. And so we would do that at Bumbo's, and like you could see people, like if you throw on John Dunbar theme, people are having a blast.
Yeah.
And if you could throw on like Edward Scissorhands, the snow dance, people start like touching and like, oh my God, like this is a great night. Like I'm so glad I'm talking to you. Because it's the soundtrack to make you feel something.
Right.
So if you're already then you're like, it's just like supplies what you want to feel.
Yeah.
It controls your mood.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun event. I would like to go to something like that.
We haven't done the third one. We were talking shit about like doing like, I was like, man, we haven't done the trilogy.
Yeah.
Like the Return of Spaghetti Western.
Oh man, let's
y'all gotta bring it back, man. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Because low key, that's genius. I don't mean to cut you off, but like when you said that, movie soundtracks are and scores are designed to make you feel like scores in general are like designed to fit the tone and make you feel something. But yeah, I never. You know how you know that, but you're like, oh yeah, they do make you feel something.
And if you get a vinyl, it's always main theme, first track, whatever the main theme of the film is. But then it goes through the movie. So if you have two films that are kind of similar or they kind of battle each other, you could go track for track and just back and forth, and it takes you through the movie like ups and downs. Because all movies are kind of structured the same. You know, it's like there's 4 quarters to every movie. It's like the first 25%, you're meeting everyone and all right, here's what's going on. The second, after 25%, it's like, what do they want to do? Like, okay, this is what they're after. 50%, they're either going for it or not going for it, but like they're going to make another move. Now they're after this. At 75%, problems. Yeah. There's a problem that happens. They run into issues. And then the last is, do they resolve it or not? Yeah. It's like all movies are structured almost exactly like that all the way through.
Right.
Even ones that are non-linear, you can see like they're mapped out. About 25% of watching something's going to happen. And I do that all the time on Netflix. If I'm watching something, like pause, like there it is, 25%. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just what the brain needs to like continue to watch. Yeah. It happens every time.
That's cool.
That's cool. And go ahead. I was talking to this dude about that. He was telling me about that years ago, and he said, and he was the one who introduced. He's like, movies are all the same. And I was like, oh, what are you talking about? So he kind of broke it down, and I was like, well, what about Pulp Fiction? Because that was non-linear. He's like, that one, and he was like kind of this wild dude. And he's like, that one, that had me for a trip. I went to the movie 6 times when it came out. He was like an older guy. He's like, I went to the theater 6 times. I tried to figure out what was happening when. He's like, but I was a fool. So I finally timed it. And every time a title card comes up, it's almost exactly 25%. You'll see like, the bosses or whatever the title cards are, 50%, another title card comes up. Last one is like the Bonnie situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, oh, it was just way too obvious. I didn't realize it. But it's like those title cards come up about almost timed exactly through 4 quarters.
Boom. Ah, man.
You know what?
Learn something.
I had a film through lit class. Shout out to Miss Friedenberg. This was like the best teacher I've ever had. I had a film through literature class. Yeah. This lady was the truth. Like, she was a 77-year-old Jewish woman who every summer did independent research to keep her brain ticking. So this is the woman who taught me. And I don't watch movies the same, and I watch them like that, but I watch for like tones and colors too. And I know you get this as well, because after watching that movie, after going through that class, she was like, you'll never watch film the same again. And now every time I watch a movie, like you said, you stop and you're like, I know what's about to happen. It's sort of like you see the red tones and the green tones, you're like, somebody's jealous. Oh, somebody's angry. Like, hey,
And the ones that like sometimes go through, like those are the ones like I'm really like, I'm not expecting this. Like, damn, this is, I'm still there's still, I definitely don't try to break down every movie, because it's like, why would I don't want to ruin it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's certain movies that I just get in like, damn, this is so beautiful. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want
all of them, but when you see it, you're just like,
yeah. You guys watch Uncut Gems?
Oh no, I didn't. No.
I got halfway through and I stopped, and I'm mad I have to start again. Listen, this is why. I was watching it real late. I know. I was watching it late.
Just too stressed, like, I gotta go to bed.
Yo, listen. It was that, but it was the opposite. Like, I put it on and I was like, I'll watch it. And then I like had to go to work in the morning. And then I stopped it like, I have to watch this and not have shit to do or not have to stop it, because that movie is stressful.
Stressful.
Adam Sandler.
I haven't seen it
in the theater by myself. It was at the I forget the name of the theater. It's a huge theater in Hollywood Boulevard. It's like the all the premieres are there, and I totally forgot.
The Chinese theater, or something like that.
It's been gone too long, dudes. So it's like a memory. But Starlight. Starlight. I'm probably not getting it right, but this massive movie, massive movie theater, and I went, and it was like I tried to get in one night, and it was like sold out, sold out, sold out. So I was like, holy shit! And then I finally went during the day, and I remember like sitting there as the credits started going, and I was like kind of numb, like, oh my god, what the fuck was that?
Wow.
You know, like what was that? I've never seen a movie like that before. It was so stressful, but it was like I couldn't get enough.
So it was
amazing.
I don't know, like I refrained from seeing it because of Adam Sandler, and like, okay, now don't get me wrong, I am a huge Adam Sandler fan. Okay, like Billy Madison is one of my favorite movies of all time, right? And
might not like it. Might not like it.
And so, but see, the thing is, like, I also really like, you know, the serious movies and shit that Adam Sandler did, like Punch Drunk Love. I thought that was really fucking good too. You know?
Love, yeah.
But now I feel like I have to watch this because I had no idea what it was about at all, and I just kind of like just brushed it off. So here we go. Here we go. Looks like I gotta watch it. Yeah. So yeah. Wow. Okay. I guess Val meant live shows.
I've seen before, but can I go to the restroom?
Oh yeah, I'd be offended if you did.
Go ahead. We're chilling.
Go for it. I double dare you.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. If you want a beautiful view of the backyard, it's right there.
Oh, so wonderful.
While Andrew is going to use the restroom, I want to tell you that this live stream is brought to you by Mango Hennessy. This live stream is also brought to you by Valerie Claff.
Yes.
Hello, Valerie. I see you in the comments. Yeah. You're always a joy to entertain. Yeah. Also,
she brings
Krista, hello there. How are you? You're in this as well. We love to have you.
Yeah, it says
it's also brought to you by HB. I lost it. What you were saying?
I was just saying there's 6 people in the view here. Do you see like the letter or the number 6 underneath there?
Yeah.
So you can see how many people are watching. Craig Shepard, what up? Craig Shepard. So Craig Shepard played bass on like half of my album, and he is super good at the bass. It's kind of.
This live stream is also brought to you by Craig.
Yep. Brought to us by the viewers. If it wasn't
big chef in the building.
This would not happen.
I was talking shit about me.
Oh no.
No, I was just
people in the chat were, but not us. Just kidding.
Really? Well, you never went to the bathroom before?
I tried it once, but then I just gave up.
Never. I don't even know that.
Krista said, hey, what does 7 whales mean? What does 7 whales mean? 7 whales?
Okay, so 3 things.
3 things.
Number 1, it was a book that I read when I was a kid. That was about it was a Native American like story about some kids in a tribe that like disrespected their ancestors, and their ancestors like they wished them away and then like became whales of the ocean, and then they cried but they became like guardians. It was a deep story. I wish I remembered it. I feel bad that I'm named after this, but it was that, and that always resonated with me. Like, always respect who comes before you, no matter what, because you never know, you can learn from them. Yeah. And never know, you can learn from anybody. It doesn't matter what age either. But also, a rapper that I listened to who was talking about animal awareness, surprisingly. I thought he said 7 whales in a song, which he didn't, but I don't care because I thought that was dope. So I just kept the name. And I don't know. I love it. And a whale is I took like one of those spirit animal quizzes, and the orca is my spirit animal. So why not?
Yeah. Man,
you ever hear the recording of the whales? When I was a kid, I had a cassette that was like recording of whales like singing underwater.
Oh yeah, it's
and my dad would put it on when we go.
So.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful sound. Yeah.
I feel like
it's really wonderful. So that one thing, but like it's really beautiful. They're just talking.
Yeah.
I would do an impression, but I don't want to do a recording.
I mean, why not?
Little Dory impression.
Album review. Whale talk. Whale talk. Yeah. Let's go.
Whale talk. I will do it. I will do it in person. I will not do it on a recording.
You know, if they're, I might ask you to do that next time I see you. Let's hear that whale impression.
Well, I'll do it. If I see you, I will do a whale, and it's actually pretty fucking good.
Oh,
so.
Wow. Okay, so you know what it sounds like. You know you can do.
Yeah, a blue whale.
Oh.
A blue whale. It's on point. If we were underwater, you'd think that there was a whale.
So, like, if you were to make a film with whales, you wouldn't even need to get the sound of them. You could just do it yourself, and
yeah, it'd save money.
I'd save money.
Yo, why would
I'd save money? I didn't have to well. Is this going well? Are we doing?
You're doing great.
It is.
This is better than a lot of things.
The credits would just say like, in this film, it would be like such and such, voiced, and the whales were voiced by Andrew Miller.
It's no problem at all. And also, if you guys need it, we'll do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will do it.
Cool.
It's no problem.
Little recording. I'll probably email you next week. I got some stuff. So.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk after this.
Yeah. I guess Val meant live shows when she was talking about shows in that comment. So she said like favorite shows that had visual lights that are just as memorable as the music. So like live, like if you saw like Radiohead or something like that, or you know, was there any live shows?
Man, it's been so long since I've been to a live show. Man, there was. I'm trying to remember. It was a Detroit band, and they were so good. It was. Okay, I can't remember it. They don't play anymore, but they had an incredible live performance of a video. I was blown away. I saw them at the Magic Stick.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
wait. Shout out to the Magic Stick.
I'm curious.
I can't remember. I haven't. Cause I don't go to like a lot of huge shows.
Right.
And that's where like the visuals are.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. I can't say to that, but there's been local shows that people bring out like really cool visuals.
Yeah.
Al Castanelli would do a lot of wild lights, and that was kind of wild because like it was light show for the longest time, and then Castanelli, who I'm sure I know you know.
Yeah.
Shannon, you know Castanelli.
Yep.
He got lights set up, some LEDs, and he would rock them on his phone. And he'd set them up for like the co-owner shows, and he would like with like the smog, and like they were great. They were like incredible visuals. Videos shot with those too.
Yeah,
he was like he would bring it. I mean, those were great for like new Dodge or something.
Yeah.
Because normally we'll just have like this, you know, house lights, and like, dude, if you bring in your own lights, it's a huge step up.
Right.
You know, no one's ready for it.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
So it was yeah, I'm gonna have to say any show Castanelli did back in the day.
Yeah.
I want to get him back.
I just talked to him on the phone today, so, and I told him you were gonna be on
Al
here.
Castanelli.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Who? Oh, Krista. Krista said, Andrew, are you a realist or special effects kind of cinematographer?
I'm gonna have to lean towards realist because I don't got that cash.
Yeah.
Any special effects are usually in camera.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't really have I really don't have a lot of like graphic background, so it's like a lot of, you know, shoot it real, use what I can. I definitely manipulate footage, but I try not to do too much. I often try to like muddy it up a little bit to make it look like I don't want it to look crystal clear. You know, I like a little grain or like a little, you know, a little mess with the colors, make them look a little unnatural. Make it. Biggest compliment is when people ask me what I shot it on. You know, like, did you shoot this on film? Like, no, I didn't. But thank you.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is 16 millimeter. Like, oh, wow, thank you. No, it was with my camera.
Do you have any like favorite modern like movies that are, I guess, more like on the artsy side of things? Like any modern type movies that are more not like movies that are like a really big like plot point, but something that's more of like an art film or something. Do you have any favorites of like that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah,
a film called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. I think it's one of the most brilliant pieces of artwork, and it's very strange to see, but it's from this guy Jean Baptiste, might be fucking up his name, but he was the editor of Elle magazine, and he had a stroke.
Oh. Wow.
And he lost all control of his body except for he can blink one.
Wow.
And it's a story about him. And the filmmaker, which, sorry, I forgot his name. I don't really know his name, but he's like an artist, and he started making films. And so a lot of it is shot from perspective of Jean Baptiste. So he's like, you could see like the light blinking in his eye. And so when he had the stroke, his mind was still sharp, but he was trapped in this body.
Oh.
And so he eventually learns to speak by blinking, and it goes through, and he doesn't want to, and he goes through this thing, but he eventually finally starts to do it, and he wrote a book by blinking called The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, and that's what the film's about. And it's so beautiful, and it goes back to his dreams and like what he would like to do and his memories of when he was still alive, of being able to be alive. And I think he died shortly after the book was finished. But it's so beautiful. The music is wonderful. It's very like dreamlike the way they've done it. Like you go into dreams, but it's just like, it's just so amazing. It's the most amazing film I've ever seen. And it's always on. People are like, well, what about like a strange one, like Diving Bell and the Butterfly? Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
What's the full name of it? What, the butterfly?
The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. Yeah, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
Oh,
and it's incredible. Like the trailer is like, it's beautiful, but it doesn't do it justice of like, you think you might watch a normal film, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like there's scenes when the camera's tilted because that's how he was sitting, oh my God, it's just like, it's so beautiful. There's some like bigger actors, like some foreign actors in it, but it was like an art house film. So it didn't really do, it wasn't, I don't even know if it was in theaters. It's probably like main art theaters in America.
Yeah.
But oh my God, I don't know how I saw that, but it was just like mind blowing. And it was like, I try to watch it once a year.
Yeah.
That movie, and I would also recommend American Movie, the documentary from the 90s.
Okay.
You guys know about that?
No, I don't.
American Movie with Mark Bouchard and Mikey.
I have never seen that.
You guys want? That's the most amazing documentary I've ever seen. I watch that once a year for sure, and I have to chime in on it because it's just like,
I love movies, so I'm definitely taking off.
It's about this dude in Wisconsin trying to make a movie, and he shouldn't, and it's in the 90s, and he's like, there's so many things in his life. It almost seems like it's like, this is fake. If this came out now, I'd be like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
These guys aren't real. But he's real as hell. I've actually emailed correspondence with him because I was going to be in Wisconsin. And I was like, hey, man, I'd love to meet you. Like I watch that movie once a year. And then as I was on this trip, and then we drove out of Wisconsin towards Chicago, and he emailed me like, yeah, I'm around. I was like, like, all right, next time I'm in Wisconsin, I'm going to hit you up.
Damn.
Because he's still, like, he's a real dude. So good. Yeah, called American Movie. And that one, the trailer, if you watch that and don't want to watch it, then you're crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking up is it goofy, kind of? Is it like funny? Or is it serious?
I mean, it's very serious, but like the dudes are goofy as hell.
They look kind of goofy, so wild. Like, yeah.
It went to Sundance, like Audience Choice. Like I think it went out in theaters too. It was like, and that filmmaker's done a couple more documentaries that have been pretty big, and movies too.
Yeah.
But I can't believe that they shot it on film because it was in like early 90s. I think they did.
Oh, okay.
But it's the course of this guy Mark Bouchard trying to make this film called COVID. It's this horror movie. And he should have given up years ago, but he's just trying to do it with him and his friends. So like it hits me because I'm like, I feel you. And every time I'm like getting down, like, well, it's just a little too hard, I'll watch it and I'll be like, get your shit together.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. This guy to make this fucking movie. Like, get your shit together. You have a camera, you can shoot for hours.
Yeah.
Without paying for film, and like cut it on your computer, like get your shit together
Right.
and go make your stuff.
Yeah.
Because it could be a lot harder, than what it is.
right.
Yeah. That looks. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna see if it's like on anything that I can go watch. That sounds cool.
Highly recommend.
Sweet.
And even if you gotta rent it, rent it.
All right. Cool.
If you rent it and don't like it, I will give you twice what you paid to rent it. How about that?
I have a feeling that I would like it if you like it. I don't know. I just have a good feeling about that. So.
I recommend it to anyone who's like making movies, like watch that, and you're gonna have so much motivation to make whatever you want. It's like, I think it should be standard viewing for everyone going to film school or trying to make a movie. For one, beautiful documentary and how to make a documentary, and two, the motivation behind Mark Bouchard and his buddy Mike, who's in it. Oh my God, it's incredible. And anyone from the Midwest is gonna love the accents too.
Sweet. All right. Cool. I love, I love a Midwest accent.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. I'll bring it out once.
So good.
History.
You gotta bring it out every
I'm
episode.
gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, cool.
I realize I might have not. No, I've seen it this year, but I might just throw it on again just because I'm talking about it now.
Speaking of making films and documentaries, before we get into the album part of this stream, do you mind me asking what kind of equipment and stuff you use, or like what kind of like things you've been using lately?
Yes, I do. Sharon. Next question.
Oh, that is fine.
Yes,
I'm grabbing my computer.
You want to share the trade secrets? I get it.
No, I have right now I have for most of the work that's on a website and stuff, it was a Canon 5D Mark III for many years. And then last year, maybe a year and a half ago or so, I got a Canon C200 cinema camera, which is really beautiful, like 4K, and like it was just like game change. Didn't realize. What made me like really want to switch is that drones started coming out, and drones were 4K, and I started like shooting drone and then putting up against my other stuff. Like, oh my God, like it's so soft.
Yeah.
Like everything is so soft.
Cool.
Why can't everything look like this? And so I was like, all right, well, we need to change this up.
Yeah.
But I still have it was Canon, so I still have my original lenses, that I've been like the 24 to 105, like that one's a lot, I've used that so many times and so many things. There's even like a little chip in it. So certain videos, like I see it sometimes, like I see it like if the light hits it just right, you can see like a little dot on the screen, and no one would ever see it, but like I see it sometimes. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Liz, dude, I'm not gonna get home. I've used that too much. It's like that's my thing.
Yeah. What do you edit in usually?
In Premiere Pro.
Okay, cool.
I was Final Cut for a
standard?
long time until it switched to X, and then it just it was different, and I went to Premiere and worked out pretty well.
Shout out to Premiere.
Is Premiere pretty standard?
It's just like it's so.
I was just gonna ask, is Premiere pretty standard to use? Is that like what a lot of people?
So. I think, yeah, there's a couple different ones. There's like DaVinci, but yeah, that's. I think what sold me is like a lot of my friends who were editors switched over, and then they told me about how there was the setting where you could have your Final Cut keyframes.
Oh.
And so I was like, so I was quick with the keyframes, and I was like, I don't want to start over.
Yeah.
But then it was like, I can get. So I just loaded that up, and it was like, all right, great. So it was kind of very similar, and the layout's very similar to what I was used to.
Cool.
Just more robust, and you can take in more, a lot more media. It was getting to the point where it was like I was on an archaic system, and technology was changing, and there was 4K and different forms of media, and like Final Cut wasn't handling it, so it was like, well, I gotta do it.
Right.
I remember it was a sad day because it was like, you know what I mean? Like you're in something for so long, it's like, I gotta go, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we've grown apart.
Are you PC or Mac? What's
Macintosh?
Okay, cool. And right now I just use Final Cut for like tiny little videos that I edit and stuff,
like Final Cut X.
I think so. And like, like I would know, but
you're not screaming on Final Cut 7.
Yep, it is Final Cut Pro X. That is exactly what I got there.
It's like, dude, if you're on Final Cut 7, like, yo, you are a talented individual. How are you getting all of this in there?
Yeah.
How do you do what you do on that?
Yeah, I just got, Final Cut Pro X. I feel like when I've seen people use Premiere, it's kind of similar in a way, but the concepts are similar, I guess,
Yeah, once you know like the flow of importing and cuts, like something editing, but then there's just the little nitty gritty details when you want to really get down and do something special. Then it's good to just know the program. Practice makes perfect,
Right. Krista.
I'm just so used to Premiere from school, so
Yeah.
They're going in specs. They're teaching Premiere now.
Yeah, they teaching in a digital media program.
When did you go? When did you go to specs?
I went in 2014. That was nice. It was fun. I went for graphic design.
Cool.
I went for graphic design, and then once we had a little Photoshop class, and we were actually getting to use like professional cameras, I was like, I should have went for. As soon as I was like, I should have went for digital media because this is this.
Yeah.
Like this is so fun to like create. Yeah. Anytime I create is fun, but Jesus.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing once you start being able to create visuals and.
Yeah, once you like get active with it, you're like, oh.
Right. Krista asked a question. She said, "Have you ever messed with a Blackmagic camera?"
No, I have not, but I've shot with someone who was working on it and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And
those 6K ones.
It was at Camera Envy too. Like, man, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
But you don't know what goes on like after you load it in. The color, if there was a colorist, comes through. There's a lot of things that could change the look of raw. Like a raw image. So I try not to get like I got basically what that can do, and I always think like, wait, did I mess up? Should I get this? Yeah. But it's like it's what you do with it, and the image quality is very similar, and what kind of lens you put on. There's so many different things. It's like the box that is the camera is only one part of it.
Yeah.
And what you shoot, how you move, it's like there's a lot that goes into it. But I have not messed around with a Blackmagic camera. That's the only, like I've only shot on like 2 cameras.
Yeah.
There's FD Mark III and C200 now. But it's like familiarity is like a really good, it's very comfortable. Like I could be shooting anywhere and I'll know exactly what it's going to look like and I can set my settings really fast,
Cool. Yeah, for sure. All right, I think it's about that time. I feel like that we move on to the album part of this.
Album review time?
Yeah, album review time. So, Andrew, I actually yeah, maybe we should just do that. Just forget everything else. I sent you a picture actually, Andrew, that has all of the albums in it. It's on Instagram that I sent it to you.
Okay. Saw that lighten up. I wasn't trying to be rude. Check my phone during this thing.
Oh, that's all right. Now I'll let you check your phone.
Okay.
Oh, Krista was just wondering if the Blackmagic if it's worth the bucks. She was just wondering that.
I think there's multiple levels of Blackmagic cameras.
Yeah, there's like they just came out with like a newer one recently. I feel like it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you don't have a camera now, it would be. I mean, I don't think you should. If you're depending on what you're doing, obviously, but if you're making stuff, you shouldn't pay more than like $2,500 for a 4K camera or $1,500.
Right.
Unless you're gonna make money from it,
Right.
That's the max you should be paying, and you can get really great like the Sony A7S's. Like you can do a lot with those cameras, and they also take photos. A lot of them too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the albums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Wild.
All
so I have to read them all.
Actually, I think I'll just do it really quick so everyone can hear what they are. The
please.
first album is Eyes On by Sevdaliza, I think that's how you say it, from 2017. And they're slowly popping up on the screen here, too, by the way. You guys just can't see it. And we have Let the Children Scream by Nightcrawler, and that's from the year 2020. We have Telephone by No Name, and that's from 2016. We have Renaissance Boy by, how do you say this, JR? Do you know how to say this?
Galimatias.
Galimatias. And that's for 2020. And then we have Eddie Logix plays Licky Lee from 2013 by Eddie Logix.
I mean, it feels. I feel like this is a setup.
Yeah. Who do you think chose? And
this is a setup.
Who do you think chose number 5?
Are these crowd submitted songs?
Yeah, these are all my friends that and JR's friends.
Mhm.
Well, I've always loved to revisit. We're gonna have to go. I mean, no disrespect to everyone else on the list. Gotta go with Eddie Logix.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go.
2013.
I have a feeling you know who might have submitted this. I said that I talked to him on the phone earlier, so.
Logix, you put that in?
No, it was Al Casanelli that put it in.
You know Casanelli.
Yeah, I just talked to him earlier.
I can picture him typing it in too. I can picture him typing it in.
Let's see here. We got I have to pull it up on Bandcamp though because I don't think it's on Spotify.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Bandcamp.
You don't own it in possession? You should own that album. That's a great album.
I know, I should own it. What am I doing here?
You got a lot going on.
I'm on Bandcamp now. I'll just buy it. Yeah.
You got a lot going on.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of. I got some stuff, but I could buy this album. So. All right, I got it pulled up here. I'm just gonna double check, make sure you guys can hear this. Could you hear that?
You go through
piano?
the whole album, or do you?
Yeah, so the way it works is this, like, we can listen to the whole album if you want. I know you know this album for the most part, so, like...
It's been a while since I've listened to it. I know certain tracks more than others. I've used certain tracks for, like, so many videos.
Yeah.
Or things that I've done.
Yeah.
But it's a classic.
Yeah. Well... Yeah, we'll just start from the beginning.
You guys do that.
What'd you say?
Maybe it might have been a classic in 2013, but we'll see if it's still popping.
Let's do it.
All right. So the first song's Jackrabbit. We might get through the whole album. We might not. It depends on how we feel out the timing of everything, Right. But yeah, let's just start with the first song, and we'll talk about it after.
It's like coming home, only to know home I'd ever known. I was just taking her hand to help her out of a car. It was like magic.
Yeah, white light, black magic. Take a good night, turn it into bad habits. Never been a quitter, so I'm back at it. Slow and steady wins the race, hit the road, Jackrabbit now. Everything but the tires is rusting, and things I used to admire I find disgusting. Maybe my attitude needs some adjusting, but never again will I be so trusting. The truth hurts, promises me nothing when I'm staring in your eyes, swearing I never saw it coming. Yeah, so say something. Them loose lips sink ships, lead the water running. I guess I thought that I was doing better, afraid that I'ma stay this way forever. Yeah, but it's whatever though. Let it go, it's out of my hands, I guess we'll never know. And I was just about to lose my mind, doing time use novels full of wounded rhymes, trying to find inspiration. That's when I heard somebody saying, keep running, keep running, keep running out of time, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running out of time, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running. white lies. Always at the wrong place at the right time. Maybe I forgot why I came here and figured I'd stay till the rain cleared. But life ain't fair and love ain't Shakespeare. So let's move on, cause we ain't safe here. Nah, so I'm picking up the pieces, drowning in the deep end, digging up diseases, digging up secrets, opening the hourglass, spilling out beaches. And you could teach all the king's speeches, but what's a man if he can't practice what he preaches? See, this exactly what I needed. The rest is history, just don't let me repeat it. Trying to find inspiration. Just when I heard somebody singing, keep running, keep running, keep running out of time, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running out of time, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running out of time, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running, running, keep running out of time, keep running.
You guys know what the behind the album? So you guys know about the thought process behind this album? It's all samples of Licky Lee. You guys remember Licky Lee?
Yeah, that's cool.
If I'm saying
the singer herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel if we like listen to like a couple songs and just like, you know, halfway through and, you know, get it through. Not that I don't want to listen to the whole album.
Right, yeah. That's kind of how we do it, you know, like it's kind of based on like, what the guest wants to do kind of
how we do around here.
You know,
Yeah, kind of feel it out, you know.
Yeah, in the meantime is a great track.
Cool.
Paintings of Cats. I did a video for Paintings of Cats with Doc Waffles.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure people hear some waffles on this fucking stream.
Yeah, for sure. Do you
know
want
what I mean?
You want to play the waffle song next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this song in probably like a couple years.
Cool.
Which is unfortunate. And I'm thanking you for playing it now so I can hear it again.
Yeah. And I apologize, like, this is really loud and, like, you know, usually I play the songs in Spotify so I can kind of, like, turn down the volume in Spotify.
Yeah, it's hard on Bandcamp.
But on Bandcamp,
right.
I can't turn it down, so when you talk, unfortunately, I can't hear you. But, yeah, otherwise, you know. But, all right, let's do the Paintings of Cats.
Them drums hitting in that track, though.
Yeah.
The production's wild on this.
I'm always a fan of a good drum pattern.
It's wild as hell. He's always gets wild.
Yeah, Eddie Logix is some kind of weird freaking genius that I don't know, man. That guy is beyond my.
He is beyond.
Yeah. All right.
It's just beyond.
So you did a video for Paintings of Cats, or was it like you used it for something, or?
Yeah, there's a music video for Paintings of Cats.
Sweet.
It's one of my faves. It's so
awesome.
Fun.
I can't wait to check it out.
as an added bonus, when we were shooting, we shot in the Penthouse, that place in Eastern Market I was telling you about.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we were filming. We decided because it was called Paintings of Cats, so we had a cat painting party a couple nights before we were going to shoot there. So we brought a bunch of friends in, and everyone just painted whatever painting of cat that you wanted to. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And at the time, someone went down the street to like do something, and there was this artist out there, And he was like, "What's going on? There's a party," or someone invited him up, and he's like, "What are you guys doing up there?" And he's like, "We're making a bunch of paintings of cats." And this artist, and I'm blanking on his name, but he painted cats specifically. Was his thing.
Yeah.
And so he came up, and he's like, "Oh my God, you guys are painting cats up there?" And he came up and he created this big, like, huge cat painting, which is in the end of the video. I feel he might have passed away too, and he was a young guy. But yeah, he came to this cat painting party, and then a couple days later we were shooting there, but then we shot a bunch of stuff for the actual video.
Yeah.
That is dope.
So, it was so much fun.
Can you guys see my screen here? Hold on just a second.
You rock the video? Could you play the video instead?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that instead here.
That's a great idea.
Oh, snap.
Let's see if you guys can see my screen, and then I know for sure I'll be able to share it like on the stream. I just want to make sure it works for you guys.
Do your thing.
Let's see here.
I sure can.
Awesome. Let me make sure I can.
Yo, your algorithm is the shit.
There's a lot.
Your algorithm is mine. Like,
you got it dialed in.
I've tried.
Erykah Badu, lo-fi hip-hop,
you're doing well.
Like Tiny Desk, like, what's good, yo? Yo, it's popping.
I think
you're doing well.
Doing the kid, you're doing it.
Let me try this. Hold on just a second.
For sure.
Okay, I can make this big now. So
now, before you play it, where was that place in Eastern Market? Where did it used to be?
The Atlas Lofts. Atlas Lofts. So it was above Trinasos.
Oh.
Okay.
It was like above, and I think it was a little bit west of Trinasos, but it was that building. The building that's above Trinasos. It was 6th floor, the top floor, penthouse.
Okay.
Elevator didn't work sometimes, so you had to hoof it.
Yeah.
That's how all those boys were in great shape.
Yeah.
Dope. I work down there, so I'm trying to pinpoint it.
Yeah, if you wanted to go up there, you had to earn it. You had to go up 6 flights.
Oh,
and that's like flights, factory flights.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Can you guys still see it?
Dude, you had to get up there, and don't forget your keys when you're leaving. Like, you got to make sure you got all your shit.
Oh my God, I can't imagine like patting the pants. Like, fuck.
All these guys had great legs.
Can you guys still see the video? I just want to make sure. Okay.
You took it down.
Hold up. Almost there.
I have seen it though.
right.
I would love to see it again. It's been a while. Where'd you get those chopsticks, dude?
I had sushi earlier, and then I just found remnants of the dinner.
Oh, you still got it?
I was like, oh, chopsticks. Okay. Well, you never have props, so you chopsticks all through the live stream. What's up?
Man, we got a prop. Shit.
You have.
I can get something.
Your entire office is a prop.
I got something in here.
I think I got this situation.
You have a tropical background.
It's outside, man. It's outside.
That's outside. What you mean? Yo, that chair is
I almost
nice.
got this situation sorted out here. Let me just try this again.
Do your thing. We here for it.
Sorry, viewers. You will see this video momentarily. Because it's like I have to share it in the Skype thing and share it in the stream.
You're doing.
There are two things going on here. Oh, here's the song. Okay, great. And
yeah, there's a little wild intro to this thing too. Dude, if you can pull this off, I'm impressed. I'm already impressed.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit too. What's popping?
And here we go. Sorry it's tiny, people, but it's kind of,
What are you going to do? Dude, what are you going to do? You're streaming it live.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Let's see if I can make it bigger. No. Hold on.
No.
Oh, wait. Can you still see it?
No.
Dang it. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on.
It's all right.
You all good.
Shannon, I'm already impressed. I'm already a fan, so you just do your thing. You know what I mean?
Cool. You're making me feel better about the situations.
Yeah, anyone who's got a problem, like, hey, you fucking do it.
Yeah, it's
Hey, yo, you do it.
3 people talking simultaneously on a stream and then show a video. Wild card that you're not expecting. Come on, dude.
Let's see. Okay, I see. All right. This is fine. This might, we'll see if this, I don't know. This is a stretch.
Let's stretch it, dude.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You know, who's judging? You know what I mean?
Grab the blindfold and feel for the brushes under my coat. Yeah, painting of boats. I'm gonna have Kentucky Derby hat catalogs mailed to your house wrapped in plain brown paper, on which is printed, here's the smut you requested, wrapped in plain brown paper, done in big block letters. Hide your life savings in the canvasy straps under my hat. Painting of cats. First of all, I want the baseball tickets you owe me, and a more disciplined aim that only fires at Capital Poultry, taking out personal ads in the back page of the news. Golf-U Caligula seeks an all-new rib to remove. Let's play hooky, yeah. Let's stay sloshy. Clear David Hockney swimming pool freezes, then play hockey. Appear in alternating fogs, untrustworthy tears, undressing ourselves to a Pete Rock beat that I hadn't heard in years. Chicken bones, batteries, dirty drink umbrellas, glass menageries, seizure me brown Bagley, manhole cover gas, plasma screen. Madam, tonight I'm trouncing your high Miss Pac-Man score. Baby, grab the blindfold and feel for the brushes under my coat. Painting of boats. I'm gonna take all the hairs you leave on my pillowcases and weave them into baskets for my antique postcards. I'm gonna glue this unused plane ticket to the bottom of my shoe, then set the land speed record. Hide your Plan B pills and the canvasy straps under my hat. Painting of cats. My 30th birthday cake has turned a year old. It's sitting in the corner of my room covered with mold. It looks so lonely all by itself in the cold. I bought it a cake of its own with happy birthday written in gold. Lizzie is married now, Mary's in Manistee. Lillian's a lesbian, I think, hanging her master's degree. Popsicle stick picture frames fill the walls of my lonely place. Who wants to stare at an empty trophy case? Your high-on muscle relaxers. Painting of cats. Painting of cats. Painting of cats. Painting of cats. The animal, not the musical.
Wow.
That was a lot of painting of cats.
Oh, man. Shout out Eddie Logic. Shout out Doc Waffle. Shout out Andrew Miller. Wow.
Dude, everyone's in that one.
Yeah.
Casnelli's dad clapping there.
Saw Jack Sanderson in that. I saw shout out Jen David. Awesome.
Jackson, she was still rocking the brim. You know?
Right. Is that where she got the spaghetti western theme idea for her style of music?
No, she had that. That was when I first met her. She had that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She was on that from the jump.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that was awesome. That was incredible.
I know there's going to be, well, like, at least I hope for the day when we're somewhere or like, you know, some show or something, and then like Jax comes back in the fucking with the Grim Reaper shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be there for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love what she's doing now. Obviously, she's advanced and like doing wonderful things. But like, I want one more time to come out. You know what I mean?
I know.
Bring the Brim back.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 20th anniversary show or something.
Little bolo ties, you know. She was staying at my place for like a little bit, like last year. She stayed there for a couple months, and like when she was like,
what a great soul to be around.
Yeah. Oh, she's great.
Get a little burst of sunshine staying at your place.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was nice to see her. I hadn't seen her for a long time, and she posted she needed a place to stay. I was like, hey, I got a room. She's like, all right, cool.
You guys know each other? You know Jax?
Yeah. I used to have these things called ladies' night, you know, and my friends and I all hung out, and Jax was like one of them. My friend Gwen, you know, Aunt Cousins, this girl Lauren, like.
You had the crew.
Yeah, and Elise McCoy from My Pal Val, you know, like it was a whole crew.
What was ladies' night? What was it?
We just drank and smoked weed and listened to records, talked about gossip, and it was sweet. You know.
So you just had like, this is like at your house. You just had ladies' night.
Yeah, it was at my friend Lauren's house. Yeah, my friend Lauren's house. We just had ladies' night, talked about music and cool stuff, and yeah, those were the days.
No.
I was young.
Yeah,
I was like 19.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now you're doing it, but you're streaming.
Huh?
Now you're doing it, but you're streaming. It's not all ladies.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Little same idea, though, I guess.
Yeah. I've been doing this for a while now. You know, I just figured.
Yeah, it seems like this is. I didn't know you were getting down like that years ago.
It's COVID time now, so we got to put it on the live stream. So.
Yeah, man, see, I've seen you rise up like since COVID, because you weren't doing this before, right? You weren't streaming, or were you like maybe play some songs here and there?
Yeah, mostly it was just videos. I wasn't doing any like really big like live streaming stuff. I would just like post videos of me like playing guitar and singing and doing like trying to make my own videos, really, you know,
right,
like
which was great.
Yeah.
But like, you know, what you guys doing now is like fantastic. It's like, you know, it's really cool.
Thank
you guys are consistent. It's got a vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, like, you know, it's JR and I, like, we were just talking on Instagram about music one day, and we were just like, we got to do this like live stream thing. Like,
yo, we were talking about funk and house music.
Yeah. Yep.
Just on a random night.
We were talking about our dads and how they're similar in age, and like the different areas that they're from, and like how they're the same age and probably like listen to similar types of music, but like we're both like, my dad's from a rural area and his dad's from Detroit, so like, you know, it's just kind of
straight out the city.
Yeah.
By Alabama. So
yeah.
So you guys had like a musical connection, and then who brought up like, maybe we should just like live stream this? Was it
kind of just like a collective thing? I don't know. Yeah. Because I think like, you were talking about your podcast, and then I was like, yeah, it was just kind of like a thing.
Facts. I was talking about my podcast because I want to do a few podcasts, and then it just went from, yo, what if we did a podcast where we talked about this?
Yeah.
What if we live streamed?
Yeah.
like you guys, because like, you know how many people fucking say that on the daily basis? We should make this a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before, like 10 years ago, it was like, we should turn this into a TV show. This should be a reality show, just us hanging out. You know, like, oh yeah, it's fucking, yeah, you got a camera, don't you? You should do it. Just tape me and my friends. Like, great, yeah, cool. You got fucking 13 episodes out of this. You got a half-hour episode. You guys just chilling, like fucking cracking jokes.
13 episodes.
But then now the podcast came out, everyone's like, oh man, we make a podcast. Like, this is a great idea, man. Make a podcast. No one does it, but you guys did it. Props.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's that fuck it, do it mentality. Like a week later, it was like, all right, let's try it. Like a week later. It wasn't even like, all right, let's
doing this.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, let's do it. And then
I wanted to like get some use out of my like, I guess kind of like sound skills that I had, and kind of like I have like a camera and I just want to mess with it, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, downplaying it. I understand.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Humble.
But it looks very professional. Everything's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get used to like talking.
Oh, you're doing great.
People more. Yeah. If it's like a casual conversation, like just in a group of people, for sure. But like to know you're talking to an audience, as always, gets me. And plus, I'm trying to like be better at streaming, get camera stuff and everything like that. So seeing her do all this shit is like, yo, I gotta.
The way to do it is like hop in. Yep. You know?
I gotta just go in and get my shit. So
Bahama John in the chat says, "What up, Barn Dog? What up, Andy? What up, JR? Mango
what
Hennessy."
Up,
he called you Mango Hennessy. So
you already know. I seen it. What's good?
It was cute. All right.
That name is going to be synonymous. Watch.
Andrew, since you know this album, what other songs on this would you want to listen to here?
Close it out?
Well, no, we're not closing out. I mean, we can if you want, but which other ones you want to listen to?
I mean, I've used this next song in all of the third wave music videos. Me and Jen make these third wave music videos we've ever seen, where she's talking to the camera. And at some point, this song, the soundtrack came up. I think when she was trying to raise money, she was in like the Hatch competition, and she got to the finals. And so that's why we started making videos. And that's where me and her we were friends before, but then we became really good friends during that process. Oh, cool. And we used this song as like our closer. And it was like, it's like hits the heartstrings. We use the instrumental when, in the videos, but it's the last song on the album. And I think it's called We Can Go.
Oh, cool.
But I was referred to it as Places.
Yeah, it's We Can Go. Yeah.
It's called We Can Go, I think.
Yep.
That song, and it's like a beautiful song from Licky Lee that like Eddie flipped, and he's got some like a couple really great verses on it.
Cool.
And it's just like you feel it right off the jump, and it's a beautiful song to start with, but then what Eddie did with it is, elevates it, and he like kind of pours his heart out on the record too, and like It's really a real nice treat.
Yeah, shout out Jen David, shout out Third Wave music in Midtown. I've bought some guitar stuff there from before many times. So
yeah, I think they might be like opening soon to like the
public,
or like she's kind of figuring things out, because it's like cool. It's tough for her because
she just had a big sale there.
She's like running a big sale. It's her. And so what are you gonna do in a music store? You want to mess around and play stuff. So it's like she's figuring out, though. She's really smart, and she's like a really great business person. So I know Third Wave will be around, and but
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad she's able to figure some stuff out, because small business is obviously one of the hardest things during this time, and and she had such a cool thing going on there. You know what I mean? Like as a musician, I can't express to people how it was nice to have like something like that in that area, It's
the only one in the city.
Right, exactly.
Gotta go outside city limits now.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yep.
There was that other one in Eastern Market popped up, but like they didn't last long. Like it's hard to last. Like there's
he didn't last long.
Lasted.
D-String, he didn't last long at all.
Yeah.
He didn't last. You know what I mean? But like she's done it, and she's still on it. And like she works really hard, and like very proud of that woman.
Yeah, she's got some drive, dude, for sure.
She's gonna do some stuff,
Yeah.
Shit. Love Jen David.
Shout out Jen David. This song's called We Can Go, also known as Places, according to Andrew Miller.
For sure.
I know places we can go.
Oh, I know this song.
You know this part?
I know places we can go, babe. I know places we can go, babe. Coming home, come unfold, babe.
Yeah, so I guess I wrote this for you. When roses were red and violets were blue. Something borrowed, something old, something new. It still feel like any minute you'll be coming through. You never find another like me. I never find another you. I look outside at the trees and the leaves that remind me of the seeds that we planted, but nothing grew. See, I know places we can go, baby, but you ain't been picking up your phone lately. So I'm alone at home waiting and going crazy. Since when did we become so lazy? It's like my whole world stopped rotating. Yeah, and now everything's changing. I guess you still never cease to amaze me.
I know places we can go, babe.
Yeah, we can go, we can go.
I know places we can go, babe.
I know, I know, I know.
I know places we can go, babe.
Yeah, and we can go, we can go.
Coming home, come unfold, babe.
So you know, I wrote this for you. When roses were red and violets were blue. Something borrowed, something old, something new. And I'm still trying to heal these wounds from when you cut me loose. Yeah, the one who left my heart broken too. Frontin' like you don't miss me when I know you do. Called the game, played it off like it's all the same. Searching for the missing link in that ball and chain. Yeah, until it's long time no see. Heartbeat, heat of the moment, you got cold feet. I got no sleep, lonely infomercials as my thoughts circle. My state of mind is all purple. Yeah, and my life unrequited. Guess I'm late to the party, showing up uninvited. So many places to go, so many people to see. But I don't even care if you ain't there with me. So I know places
we can go, babe.
Yeah, we can go, we can go.
I know places we can go, babe.
I know, I know, I know.
I know places we can go, babe.
Yeah, and we can go, we can go.
Coming home, come unfold, babe.
See, I know places we can go, baby, but you ain't been picking up your phone lately.
Coming home.
So I'm alone at home waiting, just here waiting.
And look who it is.
Hey.
I know places we can go, babe.
Good. All right, it rides out from there.
I know places we can go, babe.
Is it the first? Someone else
I know
made
places we can go, babe. Coming home, come unfold, babe.
All right, Cutter.
I know places we can go, babe.
Yeah, you want me to turn it down? Or...
Yeah, it rides out from there.
I know places we.
Woo. Hey.
All right, Jen.
Jen,
All right,
what
Jen, you're now
up?
live.
What
We're now
up?
live. We're deep in. We're 4 deep now.
Yeah. Oh man, how's it going?
You gave me a shout. I keep between this and the Pharoah Sanders at the Jazz Fest.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, we did give you a shout out. We talked about your store and how much it means. Shannon was talking about your store a little bit.
Yeah.
Love Shannon.
Yeah. Talking about the store.
Damn,
Are you
for real.
watching the live stream right now, or were you, or did you just
Yeah, and then I was switching back and forth between your guys' live stream to the Pharoah Sanders at the Jazz Fest live stream.
Oh, sweet. Man.
Switching from the laptop to try to catch it all.
Damn, the Jazz Fest.
Dude, Detroit Jazz Fest is this weekend, and I don't know if anyone knows this about me, but it's Christmas for me, so
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas for me right now.
Merry Chrysler.
Best Christmas gift you could ever imagine.
Yeah, I love Detroit Jazz Fest. It's the best. Well, hell yeah, we mentioned you in your store and stuff in this stream here, and because we were talking about like the, We Can Go song that's on the Licky Lee Eddie Logic's stuff, and shout out to Third Wave.
All right, Jen. Thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to be on the stream.
That's a dope cameo.
Third Wave's opening back up soon. Congrats on all your guys' stuff that you're working on.
Oh, thank you. Congrats to you as well.
Later, Jen.
That was dope.
Hell yeah.
That was fun. Dude, it's funny because tonight I was like, oh, what's going on later? And I kind of forgot I was doing this. She's like, oh shit, that's right, I'm doing this live stream. And then like as we were doing it, she's like, what up? So then we started talking about, I was like, well, so I'm FaceTime and like, let's do this.
No, that's such a good idea. Tell her she can join the Skype call too. I'll send her the,
Why not?
Just go, man.
Yeah.
Drop that link.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do really quick actually is share my my screen here. Let me just try this really quick. Yeah, there we go. I have the We the Committee website pulled up right now. And I'm going to enter the website if I push enter. And here are a bunch of filmed music videos that the committee's done. And yeah, go to this website, wethecommittee.com. Yeah. Just wanted to show everybody that there.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all just free entertainment, guys. If you want to see it, you can see it.
All right. Some beautiful stuff. Yeah.
Yo, this whole time I was talking, I didn't know I was muted. I was about to say, that's dope. Pull that up.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I finally got the screen share thing down, I think, as far as, just sharing pages. And
Share that then, for sure.
It's advanced, dude. She's advanced now. She's doing her thing. She's got multiple screens, multiple lines of media. You know what I mean? Very impressive.
Before our eyes, evolution.
You know?
Trying.
What it is.
Well, I feel like since you know this album well, and you know about it and what happened with it and stuff you did with it, obviously, what's your overall thoughts on the whole album and like what, I guess more so like, not if you liked it or didn't like it kind of thing, but I guess like what are your thoughts and like emotional connections with this album?
It's well, to me, like it's a special time in my life when like a lot of things were happening and like meeting a lot of new people and like working with a lot of people that I didn't know at the time that had become really good friends of mine. So it's always a very special place for me if like I hear these songs, like immediately takes me back, Yeah. And so it was great. I remember the night it came out, I remember Logic's at his laptop like firing off, like we had a little party to celebrate, it was finally coming out. So it was really fun. It's like, and I love the album and I've used like beats for so many different things, Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, it's fun. It's just like a beautiful moment in my life. Connecting with a lot of brilliant people that, hope to know for the rest of my life if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And it was just really fun. And like, it felt like a lot of possibility on the horizon of things, and like you could kind of do whatever you want, and anything was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great. So like I love the album, and like and when it comes on and these songs come on, it like time warp, right back, which I don't mind at all. Yeah. And it's really fun.
When you like look at somebody's art and you can just kind of like tell that they kind of like understand how the world works.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes
it guess it's connecting. When you connect with an artist, you connect with them, then you understand.
Yeah. I don't know. When I watch like things that you've made, I feel like, man, like this guy knows what's up. You know?
Good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and so it's cool when to hear you talk about like, you know, like a local artist like, you know, Eddie Logics, for example, and like having something like that be a connection in your life, like an emotional connection in your life, and something like you remember, and something that you feel like kind of like brought you to the surface of like, you know, meeting new people, you know, and exploring like your creativity and stuff, you know, and that you thought like, anything could be possible, you know, and like I feel like everyone who's an artist kind of needs to feel that way, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's important.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with the right people, and it was like just the perfect mix, you know, and it was like the perfect mix, I think, for everyone where we were in life, like that was in the room, you know, it was just really great.
Yeah.
And something I'll never forget. It was like my college, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like we're all doing different things. We all kind of came together for a while, and we're all going to do many different things. And like I love what everyone else is still doing. Yeah. But you know, for that time, we were all kind of together, and it was all one thing. You know what I mean? It was all like co-owners shit, and it was really great. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful timestamp for me. So I love it. I love the album, and like I'll listen to it for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And I'll always remember where I was.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, we don't need to listen to the whole thing, but everyone go ahead and check out Eddie Logics Plays Licky Lee, and like go check out, you know, anything else Eddie Logic has done, obviously, because it's phenomenal.
Logics is workhorse.
He is.
The dude's work tonight. Actually, I know. Actually, the video that's going to be coming out, she went over to Logics to master it tonight.
Oh,
like, so
wow.
we were editing at my house before this, and then she left to go master it at Logics.
Wow. Yeah.
And then, so now we're the final master, and then we're gonna finish up the video. So like,
yeah.
I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love
still
hearing
definitely involved in my life for,
yeah,
you know,
right.
For, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always my go-to for like, I need anything. Like, all right, let me go through Logic's catalog first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's the king.
He is. He kind of got. I feel like he's got like a very legendary status to him. I'm not gonna lie. Especially in this,
you
know,
won't
for this
talk
area.
about it, but everybody else will.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and thank you so much, Andrew, for being on the stream.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my first ever stream. It's like my second Skype call of all time. So
cool. Yeah.
It was my pleasure.
Cool.
I'd love to come back anytime, you know? Anytime you guys want to do it, it was super fun.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let me do one more thing. We the committee.
You just wanted to sing that real quick?
Yeah.
That was the one more thing?
You betcha.
I always just kind of sing it as a sign off.
I'm going to actually just type out this website and put it big across the screen here. WeTheCommittee.com. Is there any other stuff that you want to plug as far as, you know, things that you are working on, or things that you know, just want to just go to the website and, you know?
That's it. I would say everyone keep tuning into this stream because it's the shit, and I think the guests are going to keep coming, and it's really entertaining and wonderful. And keep doing the good work, you guys. It's like, it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Seven Whales. Haven't looked you in the nice to actually look at you in the eyeballs, sorta, even if it's through a screen. But good to see you. You know what I mean?
For sure. Appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
And then you know, and then Shannon, like, let's figure one out. You know what I mean? Let's get one going.
I would love to do that.
Going.
I would love to do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Get the circle. You know what I mean? It just needs to happen.
I think I would probably, if that happened, I would kind of throw up a little bit in a good way.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Just needs. You know what I mean? So.
Awesome.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk after this.
Awesome. I'm in. You know it.
All right, guys. It was my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Shout out Andrew Miller. Shout out Eddie Logics. Go check Eddie Logics out. Go check out Andrew Miller. All that stuff. Have a wonderful night, everybody, and we will see you next week on Tuesday.
Same time, same place.
Same